The woman once celebrated as France's most elegant, most admired First Lady is now at the center of a firestorm. A video just a few seconds long has thrown Brigitte Macron into one of the biggest controversies of her entire tenure. A slur, an angry nation, and a hashtag exploding across France. The question being asked is, Brigitte Macron exposed? Or is this a case of a private joke caught on a public camera? It all unfolded inside the iconic Folies Theatre in Paris. Brigitte Macron arrived there with her daughter to attend a stand-up show by actor-comedian Ary Abittan, and Abittan himself was nervous, visibly so, telling the First Lady that he felt scared. Scared because just one day earlier, feminist activists had stormed his show, masked protesters calling him a rapist, reviving the shadow of a 2021 rape accusation, charges that were later dropped but not forgotten by many activists. And then came that moment caught on video. Brigitte Macron, leaning in to reassure the comic, is heard saying the B word, which I cannot say. Brigitte said, "If there are any stupid bees, we will kick them out, especially masked ones." A phrase aimed at the method of protest, her office later says, but interpreted by many as an attack on feminist protesters themselves. That offhand remark, just 2 words, stupid B word, has set France ablaze. Within hours, hashtag #SalesCons became one of the most viral hashtags in France. Celebrities, feminists, activists, all calling out the First Lady. For many, this was not just a joke, it was a sign of what they call a growing disconnect between the Macron couple and the public. A couple whose approval ratings are sliding to historic lows in France. Politicians across France echoed the same sentiment. How can France's First Lady, a teacher, a public figure, a symbol, use a sexist slur against women protesting gender-based violence? But the First Lady's team insists this was not misogyny, this was not an attack on the feminist cause. In a statement, they said Mrs. Macron's sole intention was to reassure an artist. Her words, they say, were aimed at critiquing the radical method of the protest, not the woman behind the movement, the feminists. A joke backstage, but a controversy now front page. So now, France is divided. Was this a moment of poor judgment or an overblown reaction to a private remark? Who is the real First Lady of France? The one we see waving graciously, or the one we just saw abusing women behind closed doors?